Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through the monthly recap of November. We actually collected about $53,500 for this month. That's in Australian dollars. So absolutely awesome results. I'll take you through everything, but it's not what you guys kind of think. A lot of it was obviously recurring. We had a lot of issues with show up rate, and that's kind of what we're going to be going through, the bottlenecks that we faced, and then going into December, how things are looking for this upcoming month. So obviously my Stripe account shows 56,800. This is because we're doing the reimbursement with the phone system. So, I'm obviously spending that myself and then they're reimbursing me. So, this isn't fully accurate. What's more accurate is this spreadsheet right here. So you can kind of see our projected revenue was 57,000, but there was a few people that didn't pay. So cash collected, it was $53,844. After the split, we're looking at about $26,000 each. Now, if we come down to expenses, this is kind of what we spent. We spent a total of $6K, $3,800 in ads, and then obviously some other sort of expenses. So that was it for the month. Now, this all looks great, but we had some issues, and a lot of those issues came with lead costs just being incredibly high. We had a lot of work to do, and it just sort of made me not focus on getting a better cost per lead. Kind of neglected this. Right now, this is the only one that's running. So our lead flow right now is absolutely horrible. So, over the next few days, I'm going to be filming new ads to put out because I haven't done new ads for a month. And then they've just kind of got old. We're barely getting any leads the last couple of days going into this first week of December. It's all going to be recurring revenue. There's no sales calls. There's absolutely zero sales calls. And this is the problems that we're facing, right? So we've got a lot of clients now, and the day-to-day is just figuring out, getting better results for these clients, answering questions, speaking to them, creating new ads, and doing all these little tasks that Daniel and I shouldn't actually be doing, right? We should hire someone to do those menial tasks so then we can focus on pushing the business forward. And that's just not happening, and it hasn't been for the last few weeks. We're getting to that period, it's holiday season, people don't really want to do too much. We've lost about 8 clients. 2 because we just didn't get results. It was in a different niche we were going to go into, but obviously we're not ready. We just couldn't get results. And then the other 6, they just haven't either paid or, they've just kind of ghosted. So yeah, it is what it is there. They were getting results, but whatever. So we signed 9 clients this month. We're going to lose 8. So we're just up 1, right? So numbers wise, here's what we're looking at. So we spent a total of $3,800. We got 811 clicks, 97 leads, so an average cost per lead of $39, 55 booked appointments, and then 31 showed up, which is pretty bad. A 56% show up rate compared to previously, it is pretty bad. We had a really bad show up rate this month, excuse me, and then we had 9 closes. So about 30%, which is good, not bad. But yeah, total revenue of $12,800. And then the reason why this month was so big, because we've signed a lot of clients that are actually going to be for next year. So we don't count that for this month, December's revenue. It's going to be February because they want to start in January. That's going to be their first month, and then their payment's not till February. So, we got about 5 or 6 of those this month. So that's why our revenue for December is going to be so low. We really need to just sign a bunch more clients, but it's going to be really difficult because it is holidays. So the ads that I'm going to be filming is more about, hey, look, if you want to just decimate your competitors while they drink rum and cokes and beers on the beach, then you need to be advertising now because it's going to be the cheapest time of year to advertise because your competitors aren't, right? So scoop up their clients and collect that cash so then you can take your girlfriend or wife on a European summer, for example. That's the angle that we're going with, just so you can kind of get a better understanding of where my head's at with it. But you can kind of see the appointments that we've had. A lot of people just didn't show up, so we're just refining the email sequences and all of that stuff as well. It's just a work in progress, right? Daniel and I really need to figure out a way that we can start working on the business rather than in the business. I really believe we can get this to 100K a month, but I've kind of realized the cap right now for us, just both of us working in the business, is that 50 to 60K per month. Obviously we've lost a few clients, so we're not going to be there come New Year, but that's kind of our cap. And I want to break through that, but we definitely need people, which we've spoken to people. We've got some upsells going on. So I think we've got a plan, but now it's just executing the plan and splitting the tasks into proactive and reactive. And we really need to just spend our time on proactive tasks, but obviously this month we've just done reactive tasks. So, running an agency is not an easy thing because there's a lot of logistics, a lot of moving parts. Clients churn no matter how good your results are. Our results are absolutely fantastic. Like, probably some of the best in the game. But yeah, like clients churn, and you've just always got to be signing more clients than you lose each month. That's the goal. Over the last 3 or 4 months, we've only lost, like I said, 8 clients. It was all this month. Most of it was outside of our control, but again, we still lost them. But yeah, we've got a great foundation of clients that are going to stay with us basically forever. I don't see them leaving anytime soon, not in the next 6 or 12 months. So we've got a good steady stream of cash. It's just finding more clients like them and coming up with new hooks and different angles in our ads so we can book more calls, and then increasing that show up rate as well. So yeah, going into December, it's going to be a little bit quieter. I don't really like this time of year, to be honest with you. I hate holiday season. That's just a personal thing. I just love growing and building, and I just don't like that downtime. It makes me just kind of sad. I don't know what to do. But yeah, like that's kind of where we're at going into December. Really excited for the new year though, and to just pump this. We're at the busiest time of year for our niche, right? So it is going to be even more difficult to sign clients because we're in summer, and this is when all of them are busy, no matter what they do. They don't need to do marketing right now. So we're kind of just like coming at it from like, look, hey, decimate your competitors and prepare for winter, because winter is coming and then you will be screwed. So jump on now and we can start getting your results so it's consistent all year round. But that's kind of where we're at with everything. $53,844 cash collected. We obviously spent $3,800 in ads. Total expenses were $6K. So overall, pretty good. I'm very happy with how this month went, but it definitely could have been better. But again, we just didn't focus on the revenue generating activities this month basically at all. So yeah, like going into next month, December, we really need to knuckle down and I want to focus on content, and then also ads and getting more calls for Daniel. Because Daniel's great at selling, and I might release some more videos on closing and everything. I do most of the closing. He will do the selling and the showmanship side of things. I think he's probably one of the best I've seen at that. So yeah, overall things are great. We're very happy, but yeah, like if you do need help or mentorship or whatever, just click the button below, fill in your details, book a call with me or whatever, or just DM me on Instagram. I'm not actively doing much coaching at the moment. This is like my sole focus. So, I would only want to do coaching with 2, maybe 3 people at a time. So I do have some availability, but it's obviously very limited. But yeah, this is just a very raw video, and I'm just going to keep doing raw videos like this. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.